Hi, welcome to the Handmade Podcast, the Decolonisation Project. And we're going to talk about the craziness of the Burger Reich, as Hassan likes to call it. And I agree, it is the Burger Reich, American fascism. And so we're going to talk about how in this colonial fascism, church and state, the fascist Christians, the fake Christians, the people who wear the mark of the beast, are out and proud, and they're doing their thing. Right, so we're going to have a look here at what Hasan has to say. We're going to talk about how the fascists are taking over Christianity, like they did during the Second World War, where the Catholic Church sided with Hitler, and the Lutheran Church sided with Hitler, and how this is, there were the real scholars who fought against the Nazis, but of course, they were overwhelmed by the fascist state. So now it's happening here, and the world can see it. It's not something that's, he was throwing out his heart. All the people that say that need their faces punched in, quite frankly. They're lying to you, and they're fascists. So let's not pretend anymore. These people are out and out fascists. It's, it'd be laughable if it wasn't so dangerous. Okay, let's look at this fellow. Okay. Right, so this is the guy. Father Kelvin Robinson. So, Kelvin John Robinson, born in the 80s, is a continuing Anglican cleric. Well, if that's the case, I would call upon the Archbishop of Canterbury to excommunicate this guy. He's walking around and cloaking the legitimacy of his priesthood, and basically dragging the Anglican Church into a Nazi quagmire, into a fascist Nazi quagmire. So let's not pretend. These people need to be rooted out, called out, and shamed. They won't be shamed, of course. They have no shame. They're narcissistic sociopaths who hate the world. These people just want to watch the world burn. And they are a wolf in sheep's clothing. So, yeah, I mean, like, look at this guy. So, yeah, he went to became a deacon in the Free Church of England. All right, these are those idiots. So understand, the Church of England separated from the Catholic Church. famously with Henry VIII um, taking over the monasteries and basically recognizing, um, make, making the Archbishop of Canterbury um, the head of the church and the sovereign of England. Because at that time, there were two just justice systems. So there was the king's law courts, and you had the church canon law courts. So you get tried for adultery or you know basically venial sins. If you know the Canterbury Tales, where Chaucer um, writes about the pilgrimage uh, to the shrine um, of who was it? Thomas More. Um, but the Archbishop of Canterbury. Let me just have a look. Right. Okay. So yeah, the Canterbury Tales. So yeah, that's it. Thomas Becket in Canterbury. So during medieval times, the shrine of Thomas Becket was pretty holy. Um, he was murdered by knights of I believe it was King. It was a king. Which king was it? Forgotten the king who said this troublesome, won't someone rid me of this troublesome priest? And whatever happened, then the knights went and murdered the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket. So yeah, during medieval times, it was a massive holy site. It was a pilgrimage um, by people of England uh, who would travel there to Canterbury to pay homage. And yeah, one of the people on the one of the pilgrims was the pardoner. So the pardoner was there to the pardoner was someone who would come and basically fine you and say, oh, you worked during the Sabbath, or you you ate meat on a uh, you know you ate meat on Friday, you know. So yeah, there's this long tradition um, of the Catholic Church um, and the schism between the Anglicans. So there is an element of the um, sort of conservative parts of the priesthood in the Anglican Church who feel that uh, they still recognise the Pope and the um, the leader of Christians across the world is the Pope. So they've sort of there's a whole thing in the Catholic Church called I think in Rome there's the English College, they call it, but it's basically a home for ex-Anglican priests who have left the Anglican Church and gone and reconverted back to Catholicism. Because the Anglican Church still has all the Mass. The High Anglican Church has all the Mass, follows the Mass of the Catholic order. So it's pretty much the same, except that it's done in English. So these conservative groups have moved back to Latin as the lingua franca of the church. So yeah, this is the English College, official title, the Venerable English College. So yeah. So yeah, the English Hospice of the Most Holy Trinity and St. Thomas was founded by blah blah blah. So yeah, they have this there's a very strong conservative quarter within the Catholic Church and the Anglican Church. So technically you can go, they call it the Anglicanate in the Roman Catholic Church. So technically they're the only priests within the Catholic Church that can be married. So if you're an Anglican priest and you got married, which is allowed in the Anglican Church, but not allowed in the Catholic Church, but if you come back to the Catholic Church, you can be a married Catholic priest. So yeah, there is this sort of, these people are all Opus Dei, like Mel Gibson had his own sort of Catholic church built on his property, and it doesn't follow the Second Vatican Council teachings. So there's been a rejection of sort of freeing up of the church, because the Second Vatican Council brought English in instead of Latin. So all these old school conservative Catholics don't want that. I want to go back. And this guy's still an Anglican priest, but he's part of this sort of, becoming more conservative. I mean, the Anglican Church is already super conservative. But yeah, so let's see what this guy did.
Yeah, I saw another Roman salutis hit the tower.
The whole of the old world is crumbling. Every country in Europe is embracing death. America, as far as I could see, is the only country fighting for life. And that's down to you guys. So God bless all of you.
Just a quick note. See this apparel that they wear? This is their formal dress as priests. It's a cassock. It's called a cassock. So this is their formal attire. And this is something like the priestly version of a tuxedo or formal wear, basically. So yeah, he's dressing to impress and to, sort of put out his mark that he's, you know, a priest.
For what you're doing, please keep doing it. I hope that I can encourage you, and my heart goes out to you. God bless.
Yo, we're in it. 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 This is why it was so ridiculous when Elon Musk did that and everybody saw what was going on and there were still dumb who were like, was he actually doing the Nazi salute? It's like, no, that's the reason why he was doing it. This is the reason why he was doing it. It's just like, he's making fun of Elon, isn't he? No, dude, what the f are you talking about? What do you mean he's making fun of Elon? It's not. What do you mean? He's not making fun of Elon. No, he's doing the Hitler salute. This is a freak ass right wing psychotic pastor who just hit the Sig Heil in broad daylight. He's not making fun of Elon Musk. There's no making fun of Elon Musk in this situation. He's just, it's not a dog whistle, guys. Dog whistles are when you hide the truth, right? Like when your true intention is being racist and you hide it with a dog whistle, because normal human beings can't hear a dog whistle. You're whistling a different frequency that only dogs can hear. Okay? This is a bullhorn. Sig Heiling is an air raid siren. It is the exact opposite of a dog whistle. No one goes, oh, wow, this person is Sig Heiling. I wonder what that's about. Everyone knows what that's about. That's the one thing that everybody knows. The only other thing that you can, I guess, add on to this that virtually everybody should understand is just the stupid ass mustache. Okay? That's it. At that point, you're just Hitler, okay? There's no plausible deniability. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Yes, I know he's a political commentator. He's a freak ass bitch. That's what he is. Here, in July.
True. These people are just out and out fascists, and they need to be driven out of the church. They need to be called out for Nazis, because he was just, yeah, he's a Nazi, and yeah, he needs to be excommunicated and driven out of the church. And, you know, given 50 lashes by the Pope himself, it's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. But, yeah, it's the end times, brother.
2021, Robinson appeared in an interview on Channel 4 News with the singer left-wing political activist Billy Bragg on the decision of England's football team players to take the knee in protest against racism. He said the action was disgusting and argued that in taking the knee, the team was promoting Black Lives Matter, which he described as a neo-Marxist, anti-British, anti-family organization. Robinson is a Eurosceptic, having stood previously for the election as a candidate for the Brexit Party, hostile to Islam, states frequently that Britain is a Christian country. He stated in August 2024 that we need to remove Islam from Britain. Robinson's political views have been characterized as conservative and as right-wing. He has been labeled far-right by Hope Not Hate and by Searchlight magazine, while Simon Hill, writing in the Church Times, described him as having excused far-right violence, and the clergyman writer Michael Coren has described him as a hero and darling of the hard right. Reviewing Robinson's contribution to GB News, which is Fox News but for England, okay? Alan Rusbridger described him as a conspiracy theorist who lacked credibility. Robinson himself has rejected the characterizations of his political views, describing the far-right label as crazy, and described being labeled a conspiracy theorist as a badge of honor.
So, yeah, you know, all this bullshit they do, where they pretend, they go, oh, well, I'm not a Nazi, that's crazy, tee hee 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 hee. You know, it's just all bullshit. These people are fake. They're liars and they're evil. These people are vermin. Nazis are vermin. And this is America now. So, yeah, it is the Burger Reich.
Let's look at it.
Please keep doing it. I hope that I can encourage you, and my heart goes out to you.
Dude's a Brit. Yeah, I think he has also like Jamaican origin too. Dude, there's no my heart goes out to you, man. There's
That's hilarious. He's Jamaican. Well, they might deport him as an illegal immigrant. Do you think this idiot thinks that the Nazis are going to respect him? He's a useful idiot to them. You think the Nazis like this half Jamaican, this black man? No. They despise him. But they'll smile at him, tolerate him, until while he's useful to them. And once he's not useful, they'll turn on him. So yeah, I will be getting the popcorn out when that day happens, because these people need to be derided, and scorn needs to be heaped upon scum like this.
no, that's not a thing. Like that's not a thing, guys. That's not a thing. It's not a dog whistle either. It's just straight up bullhorn. Oh my lord.
It's true. It's a straight up bullhorn. It's out. Nobody's, don't believe your lying eyes, they tell you. When they tell you that, spit in their face, because they're lying to you. And they think you're an idiot.
Lord, dude, she's really busted. It's clearly bait. Oh, dude, that's sick bait, man. Oh, that's sick bait. That's so sick. I didn't realize people were just baiting. People were just baiting by sig heiling. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to tell you what I think should happen to people that do that, but I will keep thinking it. Okay, and I think most people know what should happen.
Don't worry, my spiritual son. Hasan, I am thinking it too, brother. I'm thinking it too, young blood.
There was a war that was fought and won. Okay, it was a very good war. It was one of the only good wars that America engaged in. Okay, there is no baiting. There's no. I'm just pretending to be a neo-Nazi. I'm just pretending to be a Nazi by sig heiling. Okay, well, maybe you should pretend to receive the consequences as well. You're not going to be able to pretend out of that one. Yeah, Hitler was just baiting, bro. You don't understand, bro. I'm just putting the armband as a bait, bro. You don't understand, bro. I'm just developing the youth brigade as a bait, bro. You don't understand, bro. I'm just voting for deportation, mass deportations, and concentration camps as a bait, bro. You don't get.
Exactly. And they think they're so clever. It's pathetic and disgusting. But it's 2025, and this is the world we live in. The largest the empire of our age is gone full Nazi. I mean, America is the Rome of our day. It's U.S. empire, and it's full Nazi now. So I think the world can see that. And so, I mean, look at this DeepSeek AI thing that's happened. The West is in decline, and this is a sign of its decline when they become fascist. America no longer has the influence in the world that it once had. So when I was a kid growing up, America was the light on the hill and all that stuff. I mean, we know it's not true, but they could pretend. That's all gone now. So American empire has become full Christo-fascist, and this,
Egg prices are going to go down. Okay.
The priest is that priest is just a Nazi herald of that. A wolf in sheep's clothing. And the Archbishop of Canterbury needs to actually act like a Christian instead of a political post, and he's going to sit there and live a great life and do nothing against evil.
Egg prices didn't go down. Maybe we'll make America and Western civilization a white civilization all of a sudden. We must defend us. We must secure the existence of a white nation for our children. All of a sudden, I'm just baiting. I'm Jared Taylor now, but I'm still baiting. I'm Adolf Hitler. I'm Adolf Hitler now, and I'm still baiting. I'm Hitler's guy. I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler. Just a bait. Last month, Calvin Robinson brought anti-Semitic Christian nationalist pastor Joel Webbin. Oh, this guy is a psychopath. This one is an extra psychotic guy. Dude, why do all these pastors have podcasts, man? What the is happening? What is going on, man? What the hell is going on?
The church in America, it's like the MAGA cult has taken over Christianity and the right-wing Catholicism in America. There's that American right-wing Catholicism, headed by Opus Dei, which is a cult within the Catholic Church, a weirdo cult where you wear camel hair shirts like you're a medieval saint, and you whip yourself, you flagellate yourself. So that's their thing, and they want to go back to medieval times, basically. An authoritarian theocracy with Nazi characteristics.
Why the does every goddamn pastor have a podcast now? Dude, pick a struggle, dude. Pick a struggle. Like, what is this? Oh my God, it's so annoying. Yeah, here. This guy is insane.
Israel.
Like, stick to TV, man. Be a televangelist. What is this podcasting stuff? Anyway, this guy's a rabid.
Look at these two demons. Look at them. The pair of the most punchable faces on the one of the most punchable faces on the internet. Look at this scum. These people are vermin.
Anti-Semite.
Politically, I think is problematic with these United States of America. I do not think that this is a healthy political relationship. Religiously, spiritually, Judaism, I believe, is a pernicious evil.
There you go. There you go. The anti-Semitism by these, these Nazis. But Israel won't say a damn word. Israel, who are Nazis themselves, love this because they want to get ordinary Jews to be fearful and to run to Israel. So, because Israel's the only place that can protect them. These people hate people of faith, like the Palestinian people, like the Hasidic Jews, the ultra-Orthodox Jews in Jerusalem, who say that they hate Israel because they believe that Israel cannot be established as a state until the Messiah returns. So that's on a theological basis. If you see most Jewish people who are ultra-Orthodox Jews, the ones that Ethan and Helen Klein hate, those guys, because, they're people of faith. And these people, they're wolves in sheep clothing. And they're, disgusting.
Dude, if you're a Christian pastor in the right-wing circuit and you're anti-Israel, you are probably the second coming of Adolf Hitler. Like, you have to be extra anti-Semitic to be anti-Israel. Many right-wing pastors in the Christian movement are anti-Semitic, but they are so super pro-Israel. Okay? Like, if you're a priest, if you are a priest that is that has like a clergy, whatever you call it, but then also on top of that, like you're like a relatively famous priest, okay? That is right wing, and you are anti-Semitic, that's fine. That's normal. That's commonplace. But if you're anti-Israel, holy moly, you got to be the craziest. You got to be the craziest anti-Semite of all time.
I really do. I don't think that all false religions are equal. And I think we should be aware of that.
He's saying Judaism is a false religion, of course, duh, obviously, but worse than all of the other false religions.
What an idiot. What an utter fool. False religions. But Christianity is based on Judaism. There would be no Christianity without Judaism. It's an Abrahamic faith. What a clown. What an idiot. Look at these clowns with their facial hair. They all want to be first century patriarchs. You know, they all try to get that look. You know? So pathetic. These people are such losers.
What a freak.
And talk about that at a temporal level and then also an eternal level.
Oh, that's a big word for this dullard. Temporal. Oh.
Israel.
Yeah, Abrahamic religion, by the way, but, very cool. Cool stuff. Cool. We fought after World War II in just the same way we fought up Reconstruction in America. Yeah. Trump is signing an executive order on deporting pro-Palestinian students. Yeah, wonderful stuff. Once again, Trump to sign an EO today on anti-Semitism, instructing all federal agencies to ID civil and criminal authorities available to combat it and find ways to deport anti-Jewish activists who violated laws. The executive order calls for the deportation of resident aliens, including students with visas who broke the laws or are part of an anti-Israel protest following October 7, 2023 terrorist attacks in Israel, which, by the way, this process started under the Biden administration. They did that like 2 times. Kind of a crazy time to be alive, where Jennifer Jacobs is a CBS news reporter, CBS senior White House news reporter, and the newspaper that they're quoting that broke the story is the New York Post. This is a random aside. I'm just giving you like a...
Okay, I think we'll leave it there. But there you go. Yeah. Another fake Christian, another wolf in sheep's clothing, another priest who hates the words of Christ. So there you go, throwing up a Nazi salute. Everyone's just like, oh, this is great. So the burger ride is going fine right now, except for the deep Sikh stuff. And good on the Chinese for totally cucking the burger Reich. All those oligarchs just got cucked big time, and it's hilarious. Yeah, reality is catching up with the burger Reich, and it's only week 2. I think the world's going to really push back on this because, a government official doing a Nazi salute, the world's going to push back. And yeah, the burger right hasn't seen nothing yet because they're a bunch of dumb idiots. So yeah, please check out Hasan Daily. I'll leave a link in the description. These guys are great. Yeah, okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.